hello, y'all. It has been a day. Oh yeah, by the way, my birthday is like tomorrow. I guess it really does show that at some point in your life, you just don't really view your birthday. Well, no, hell, when you start reaching my age, you start forgetting about your age as well as your birthdays. So, yeah, it's my birthday today. I really should have announced that. I forgot. But, anyways. Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow. Oh, I'm really tripping about that. Anyways. Shouldn't say anyways to my birthdays, but just on to another tangent. As you can see here, I'm playing Warframe. I've been playing this game for a while. I would honestly say if you followed me for a minute, then you pretty much know this is kind of my mainstay for solo games as well as games with just other people who are interested in playing. I'm low-key trying to get my family interested in Warframe and stuff, but they're heavily hooked on first-person shooters. That, and, well, when you go to stuff like, I don't know, this is a lot. This whole setup, everything, granted, it took me some time to even get to amassing such a huge mod collection and other stuff, but still, all of that on that screen, wait, up there, or there, or there, there we go, diagonally. I'm pointing that way. I'm pointing in the right direction now. But yeah, all that stuff it elicits a question of, what am I doing? What am I doing this for? And how do I make sense of it? I would normally say this is where I come in, but this requires a whole explanation. And yes, I could be that guy and be like, well, just go to YouTube. But it's the whole point of me streaming. I'm just telling you to go somewhere else when I can, use my wall of knowledge and information I have. But on another note, on another tangent. Yeah, this is like tangent number 2 I'm on already. We are farming for Lavos Prime. Off screen, I've amassed 3 of his parts. I got the blueprint, I got the optics, I got the chassis. I don't have his systems. I'm literally missing that one part, and it's locked away behind relics. It's a specific relic. The enemy
is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
I forgot how I have him set up. He has like Homeboy has extremely low energy, max energy, but he makes up for it by being able to literally just kill.
We stand tall, disciples. Corvus vow. Our prophet is
you can get all of it back right away. Hey, someone's in here. Yay. Who's yours?
We are readying reinforcements. Keep fighting, Tenno.
Alright, so, from what I've read, in order to become hella efficient in this farm, you need to either continue doing waves, keep doing waves up until you get the relic, which is a specific relic I'm looking for. It's Mezzo L3. Yes, it sounds like mumbo jumbo to you, but why are you just standing? You're just standing there unarmed like half the fucking today. Yeah, I don't go back there. Okay, so the energy pops up. Okay, so my issue tonight is also energy. Yes, like I said, he has a way of getting energy really quickly, getting it back. The moment he runs out, homeboy is in trouble. Do I need his mod in order to... Wow, okay. Would I need his mod to efficiently use him? I'll say this. If you don't want his enemies just being stuck in the larva, his ability, the one where he clumps enemies together, then yes, because what happens is, in addition to you clumping enemies together, set them up for you to get them, you are also having that moment where, say, you don't have enough energy to everybody. You can just use the lava ability again. Now, with augment mods, the one thing I don't like about them is their burn gauge of how Warfarming is better. Like, there are some times that maybe have the augment ability on them already. Revenant is one of them. I think people would like Revenant more if I could share instead of having to take up a mod slot to be able to share 5 stacks of invulnerability with any and everybody. Hello, Only Arrow. How you doing? You just listen to me ramble? I don't know if anyone told you, but your in-game volume is... Oh, no. All right. Let me fix that real quick. Thank you for letting me know. All right. That
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear
soon. Yeah, the Lotus
soon.
is like loud as hell. All right. Hopefully that fixed everything. But thank you for that heads up, because yeah, I'm realizing Warfarming is hella loud. Hopefully I sound better. Ooh, Araxi is in here. All right. Even better. Oh, I guess you can say another complaint I have about Nidus. He is one of those frames that has to fight other frames to get close. Harrow has this problem as well. Yeah, Harrow definitely has that problem, unfortunately. Come to think of it, would there be any way of fixing that issue? I doubt it. Because to me, it seems like a lot of, for instance, I have an idea that the reason why I think the reason why Oberon and Chroma won't get a rework anytime soon is because it would probably cause DE to reconfigure the whole game as they know it, or add more stuff to be able to give us the Chroma and Oberon rework that we're looking for. In my honest opinion, Oberon should be a Beastmaster. I mean, he's the king of the fairies, he's the king of the forest. Yeah, I know Oberon's getting a rework. I'm low-key afraid of what the rework will be like, because Oberon's gotten a rework before, and it wasn't much. Now, don't get me wrong, I love what DE does with their stuff. I mean, some of their reworks knock it out the freaking park. Nezha's rework was awesome, and made him actually usable. But yeah, I think Oberon, he should be a Beastmaster. There should be no reason as to why he's not a Beastmaster. I mean, his ability, his passive buffs animals. Why can't he summon a Kubro to his side? Why? Dang, I didn't get what I wanted. Okay, we'll see what happens next. Why can't Oberon summon a Kubro to his side?
Continue to defend.
In addition to
you will be rewarded for
you using your other Kubro as a companion. I mean, Korra gets a cat out of the box. It's too close. That's too close to Korra. I mean, yeah, but imagine it though. Imagine if Oberon was able to just use an ability and boom, out comes a Kubrow. But yeah, you're right. It would be way too close to Cora. It would kind of get in her kit, and a lot of people will be going, well, if I have her, then what do I need him for? Or vice versa. Because when Protea came out, people were already asking, well, I have Valbin. Why does Protea? And then they saw her abilities and was like, oh, that's why she exists. But yeah, she's like, you know, Valbin's daughter. Or they were engineers together at some point. I don't know, there's a lot of lore. You could headcanon a bunch of lore about whoever. But now with Chroma, let's start off with his first ability. A lot of people want to subsume his one because, let's be honest, his one is really weak. Like, mad weak. Like, in my opinion, it shouldn't be a continuous flow of the element. It should be him just spitting out a toxin ball, an ice ball. Why? So you could spam it as many times as you want to and just have him just spit out elemental balls, fireballs at people. I think that'd be pretty cool, and it would kind of match. Yeah. Chroma needs the most rework. Like, Chroma's basic for now. He's good for you once you figure out his whole simple to use formula. You also need to have energy investments for that because Chroma is hungry on energy. But after that, it kind of leads the whole thing of, well, now what? I mean, his fourth, yes, he peels off his pelt. He gets a speed bonus and some armor reduction, and then his pelt becomes a freaking elemental turret. That's cool, but why can't Chroma fly? He's dragon themed, right? So there should be an ability that he has that lets him take flight. Jade can fly, Titania can fly, why can't Chroma fly? I'm just spitballing here. Spitballing and farming, but spitballing nonetheless. And also playing terribly with Nidus because honestly, after this, I'm gonna change frame. Oh, and if anyone's curious, if one were to ask me what my main is, I don't have one. I pretty much use every frame in the game. But yeah, we've finished Chroma's. We finished talking about his one. It's simple. Turn it into something that lets him spew fireballs, toxin balls, ice balls, electric balls, and have the electric balls have chain lightning. I don't know why Warfarming is really afraid of doing chain lightning, but fuck it, go balls out. Have him do chain lightning. Yeah, no, I didn't get what I want somehow.
We're done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me too. I don't necessarily have a main. I mean, canonically, the operator is supposed to just wear whatever frame he or she wants and just jump into battle and show off their proficiency in each frame. So I guess I am being canonical in that extent. But like going back to Chroma, because this is serious. Homeboy is in dire need of a rework. Like there is so much going on with him that needs to be fixed. Another thing, Vex Armor and Elemental Ward should be one ability. What am I farming for? I am farming for Lavos Prime. All I need is one part. I have 2 of his relics to farm the parts, but I'm trying to get more than 1 relic because his drop chance on the systems is ridiculously low. It's like 2% before you whatchamacallit. You'll love him when he Pokemon. His systems drop chance is a 2%. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at it just to show you what I'm talking about. I mean, you probably know because if you play Warframe like I do, then yeah. So I have 2 of this. Looking at the drop chance, that's mad low. Well, wait, without. So if I do intact, that's how much his drop chance is. If I go higher, his drop chance goes up to there. But the thing is, I can build it. I can freaking build it. I just can't get it. But the funny thing is, I have 8 of the relic for his chassis, and then I have 32 of his neuroptics, which I already have. I literally have every part except for his systems. That's it. So that's what I'm farming for. I normally would be like, well, hey, let's chance RNG with those two things, but I don't like chancing RNG. It took me 4 years to find a stance mod for the Gunblade, and it's not High Noon. I haven't found High Noon yet. I don't even want to try finding High Noon because it's gotten to the point where people have said you're better off just buying it. So they're right. You're really just better off buying it. There are a lot of mods and frames that, in all honesty, they're not worth your time. They're not worth your investment. This guy, I love him, but his investment is annoying. No, I don't have High Noon. I don't have High Noon at all. All I have is Bullet Dance. And I'm not even bothering to look for High Noon because I'm trying to be grammatically correct as I speak. That mod is even more rare than the crap, what is it called? That mod is even more rare than Bullet Dance, and Bullet Dance is a silver mod. So for me, I'm that type of player who will be like, all right, I'm gonna farm something until it gets too hard to farm, but I'm just gonna give up. Will I trade? Will I trade for it? No, because in my honest opinion, the trade market is a mess. On console, it's terrible. I do play on PC, but I don't have the time. Well, yeah, I don't really have the time to wait around for trade. Because God forbid I'm in a mission, you're not going to want to trade with me because you have to wait for me to get out of the mission. And no, I'm not going to just leave the mission because. Wow, this person was in here all by themselves doing it. All right, Lavos Prime. Oh, you're leveling. Lavos Prime is an awesome friend. Yeah, it does make stuff lower, but that doesn't stop the occasional crazy person asking for a exorbitantly high price for something that really shouldn't cost them. That and, well, trading still takes time. And today I actually have time. I just don't think people would want to sit on stream with me while I just idly sit and wait for someone to respond in trade chat. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game I don't do on stream because I don't want to bore y'all. Personally, I don't want to bore y'all. And a lot of times I stream with how I stream in mind with what I'd like to see. So if I come across players who are like, yeah, man, do that character customization, show me that stuff. I want to see how you make your character. Cool, I'll do that. But off gate, I'm not gonna just be like, yeah, let me do that because I think people want to watch that. No, I honestly don't think people really would want to watch me do any character. Now, for video on demand, I'd include it just so I could edit past it. But my editing skills are rusty. I'll get around to it at some point. No, really, I'll get around to it at some point. Ooh. Oh, Meso T8. That's
Keep
not
fighting.
what I'm
Another
looking for, but
opportunity to
hey,
extract
farming more
will
roll-ups
appear
is always
soon.
good. I mean, I guess if I'm not able to, whatchamacallit? If I'm not able to get exactly what I want this go around, I'll try farming. I mean, can you hear the lack of faith or hope in my voice? Because some things I don't mind grinding for. Prime grimes are I don't. So interesting bug I found out with Kalervo. The hell? Oh, okay. Just checking my watch. But funny thing I found out with Kalervo, you already know his one pretty much has some insta teleport to an enemy and mollywop. Right. We can all agree. Am I missing a lot of primes? Yes and no. I mean, there's only one prime I'll never be able to get, and that's Excalibur, but besides him, I'm not missing a lot. It's just some primes are easier to get than others because I do have some vaulted relics, but the vaulted relics have really low drop chances. So it's just, I haven't dedicated the time to putting forth the, excuse me, I haven't dedicated the time to actually go about farming primes. Now, to be honest, I'm trying this out. I've never really did a stream of me farming for anything. So, God, I'm sorry, burping and everything. So depending on how this goes, how it's like perceived and whatnot, I might continue and do streams like this just to kind of be like, hey, you know, I'm just here to chill and this is what's happening. Let's talk. But yeah, depends on how it's perceived. I'm working on my primes with I have a lot of the quest frames that I'm just not able to get. This is also why I'm working on Lavos so hard, because he's not necessarily a quest frame, but he's what I call a destination frame. And what I mean by destination frames is in like Zaku, where they come about in, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. They come about in the open world zones. So we have frames like Zaku and Revenant and Gera.
Continue
Those are what
defend.
I call the destination
You
frames.
will be rewarded for
Lavos
your
is another
bravery.
one. He's basically tied to Deimos, and his parts have an investment of you putting in the time to go through these open world zones and farm all the parts, or all the materials, not the parts, materials to build the part. Kalervo is another destination frame because he's tied to Yuri. So on my frame priority list, I kind of go with, or I go towards frames that are destination frames because they're harder to get. The frames that are in, like the prime frames that their non-prime counterparts in the marketplace have a higher price, those are the ones I go for. Yeah, Garuda, Gera, and Caliban are pretty easy to get. In my opinion, Zaku's one of the most difficult because their parts are spread about through all 3 open world zones and some other areas. So in all honesty, if someone wanted to farm for Zaku, I'm just going to tell them farm their prime. Just get the prime, because the non-prime is, oh boy. Unless you are that type of player who's like, yeah, I will put forth the time to go into these open world zones and farm and farm and farm, so be it. Do it. Shoot. But for the people who don't think of that as an investment, just farm the prime or buy it, honestly. Or you could just simply buy the non-prime counterpart. Ooh, got tongue-tied. So, yeah, that's my take. Next would be for me trying to get through skill path. I'm somewhat of the way there. I'm just stuck on 5 missions. 5 missions are my bane of existence. Yes, I have stealth frames. I have Ash. I have Loki. Problem is the stuff you have to go through to complete these skill path 5 missions. My hacking is okay. My problem is getting through the it's not necessarily a trap, it's more like getting through the spy puzzle. Yeah, because spy missions are a puzzle in a sense. So getting through that is not easy for me because there's so many ways you can trip the alarms. There's so many ways, like one, alerting enemies in certain zones. All right, out. And in some zones, alerting enemies means what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I got my words together now. In some zones, alerting enemies means that the alarms will trigger and it already stops the countdown. You do not want to have a moment where you trigger the alarms
time to evacuate
and you're nowhere near the vault. Because what's going to happen is, by the time you get to the vault, it's game over. And some spy missions will be like, you need to get every single, you need to complete every single vault. But then there's others that are like, nah, bro, get off it. And the moment you fail one, game over. Yeah, I can see why the hacking part can cause a lot of panic. But I will say one thing. If you come across, I'm going to show you my pairs on, so just let you see what I have on it. Don't mind these. This is for whenever I decide to do. Should we take all those off? But this right here really helps. Oh, well, this helps. Adding 8 seconds to hacking is hella valuable. Because for one, you already get a certain amount of time to hack things. Having 8 extra seconds, man, that's a breather. Or if you have Helmuth unlocked, you can just put one of the abilities that just gives you auto hack on there. Yeah, man, the Parazon it's crucial. Like blood for ammo, every time you pull off a mercy kill, you refill your mag. If you have the Coda base assist, that weapon, its alt fire automatically teleports you straight to an enemy for a mercy kill. You use your Parazon for mercy kills. So whenever you pull off mercy kills, you refilled your ammo so you can continue the whole motion. But that's the thing I'll tell a lot of people about Warframe. It's not that the game doesn't hold your hand. There's a lot to explain, and for the most part, the game just kind of shrugs its shoulders and goes, look, man, when you figure out your way to get there, the information's there. But for a lot of people, that can turn them away. And I can really see how that can really turn people away. Yeah. I mean, it did for me when I first started playing. I need to subsume him, but man, it's useless. I used to play Destiny or Warframe together. I know. I was one of those players. Right. But at this point, I honestly believe that there's a lot of players who played Destiny and also played Warframe. At this point, yeah. But back to the initial conversation. Yeah, I initially played Destiny and Warframe, and once I got out of that abusive relationship with Bungie, I embraced Warframe a lot more. But my reasons for basically leaving Warframe at one point and going back to Destiny was because I didn't understand the modding system. Nor did I give it any time because, you know, Destiny was as simple as get this gun, slap this gun on, get this mod, put this mod on, and there you go. Destiny, it's well, now they've kind of overcomplicated the buildcraft only because the players asked for it. But, you know, in comparison, Warframe throws a lot on your lap and then just goes, have fun, and walks away. Yeah, now a lot more Destiny players are here because Bungie just cannot for the life of them get their shit together. They keep telling the players, oh, we're listening, but they're really not listening, though. They're not. not to mention, you know, the moment they find out players are having fun or they discover an unintended bug, what do? They nerf it. They take all the fun away from the game by telling players, no, this is not how we wanted you to play. You play how we want you to play, not the way that, you know, you want. You don't get to, the only thing you get to do is create builds. Outside of that, no. But for raiding, the moment they find out players are having fun or doing XYZ things, nerf, or they just flat out stop it from being used. I mean, so I really can't blame the players of the last raid after, the raid after Salvation's Edge, I forgot what it was called. I can't blame 70% of the players for cheating. I mean, I honestly see that as the players' way of putting up a middle finger to Bungie. My gripe with watching raid races is sometimes you can't, because, you know, these people will black out their screens because they don't want other people stream sniping. Look, man, I understand that, but your reasons for streaming is to get people to watch your stream, right? Right? That would make sense, to get people to watch your stream. Not because you're trying to block people from watching. That should not be your ultimate reason for having for streaming. Because, I mean, the viewers don't care that you have ads and stuff. And what's worse is people can't see your stream, and then you have the nerve to run ads. So now people are, like, even the people who subscribe. That's the funny thing. Even the people who subscribe to the streams, they paid you to not watch ads, but now they're just looking at a black screen because you're afraid of people sniping. I don't think that's cool. Oh, hey, thank you, only. Oh, yes, good. A third relic. Thank God. Did I leave? Well, I mean, what if I get another one? Thank you so much for following. I'm over the moon that you followed. I mean, I would raise my hands in the air and do a little dance, but I have my controller in my hand right now. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining the fam. Oh, I just noticed I made his walls have some angle to them. Okay, that's cool. Wow, you can really hear the dagger counter sounds in the headphones. Yeah, you are right. Warframe listens. DE definitely listens to their community. You love a Pokemon and now you've been adopted. Hey, at least you were adopted, you know, the proper way, instead of like Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7 saying welcome to the family center and just curb stomping your head. That's much nicer. Forgot what I was saying. Oh well, it'll come back. So, question. Do you have any moments where you won't use a frame because you think it's too easy to use? Like, you built it to the point where you're like, he or she or they trivializes everything. And if so, what frame is that? Because I'd really like to know. I'll start first. Mine's is Dante. Yeah, so in my opinion, Dante's broken. Well, when he first came out, he was hella broken. Homeboy could kill through walls. It didn't matter. Like, Dante was a threat. But now they've kind of reeled him in a little bit. He needs to see enemies in order to kill them. His buffs still do monstrous, amazing things. But he's really easy to build for, and in my honest opinion, you can make him OP. You can also take him, I would like to say, pretty far in Steel Path, outside of spy missions, of course, because I think his very presence. Yeah, you're right. Dante has been broken, but okay, so it's not just me. Dante's so broken. It's one of those things where when you play as him, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna trivialize everything. But when you see him in your squad, you're like, thank God, Dante's here. Especially if you're doing stuff like Deep Archimedia, Temporal Archimedia, the heavy stuff that just can be not fun at times. All right, yeah. Well, I guess at this point I can start my farm for him. Let's do it. Let's try it.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Now, if I could say any frame outside of Chroma who would probably need a rework. Okay, I really don't know. I really don't know what frame I would choose. All right, so how many primes do I have? Ash Prime, Atlas Prime, Chroma Prime, Frost Prime, Gara Prime, Garuda, Gauss, Grendel, Harrow, Hydroid, Loki, Mag, Mirage, Necros, Nova, Oberon, Revenant, Rhino, Saren, Sevagoth, Titania. Okay, I have more primes than regulars. Not bad, not bad. Frames I should use more often. Wisp, Varuna. I really should use her more often. There's no excuse. She's awesome. I mean, hell, what frame do you know that can just jump on an enemy and just put like 10 stacks of whatever status on someone in one fell swoop? My only problem is her survivability, and that could just be a skill issue on my part. Some frames are easy to build for, some frames are a mystery. In my opinion, Frost Prime is a mystery because trying to get his... I'm not quite sure. I mean, I come from the whole thing of the majority of your frames just load up on their power strength. So that's pretty much what I do. I will make my frames have high-ass power strength just because. But yeah, I feel like playing on easy mode for a little bit. So I'm gonna use Dante. Hell, if I really wanted to be on easy mode, I would choose Revenant because he can't die. Yeah. Okay, so it's not a skill issue on my part then. Varuna is squishy. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you can turn, she has 4 passives, so they gotta make something balance out. But I will say though, Warframe has like really weird balancing to it. And I say really weird because some frames will be hella easy to build with, and you can just slap the most simplest of mods on them and you're like, all right, cool, yeah, got this. And then there's other frames that'll have you go, how do I make you stronger? What is wrong? What am I not doing right? But I honestly think it comes down to, well, I mean, if you're having a hard time building for XYZ frame, it's not your fault. Maybe you just don't have the right mods for it. Sometimes that happens. At this current set, I can't figure out what weapon I want to use. I mean, I really like Siam, but I also like Sampotes, if that's how you pronounce Sampotes. Or is it Sampotes? I don't know. I just call it Sammy. But that weapon's also low-key funny to me. Ooh. Yeah. I totally forgot about Limbo. I'm sorry, Limbo enjoyers. I shouldn't have laughed at y'all's favorite frame, but I literally have him and don't do anything with him because his abilities... it's not fun when you pick Limbo and join a squad and everyone leaves. Or you go into chat and people go, oh God, you have Limbo. But it's not the Limbo enjoyer's fault, it's Limbo's fault. His abilities can encroach on other people's stuff. Like, for one, he can accidentally banish players, and a lot of players don't realize that you can roll out of his banishment. Yes, this little button right here allows you to roll out of his banishment. It sucks getting banished. But the flip side is no one can attack you while you're in banished, but you also can't attack other people. So sometimes I see it as this. If you're low on health and a Limbo player just banishes you, they're saving your life.
Continues to fall into chaos. Check navigation for active invasions.
Yeah, they're trying to save your life. Thank that Limbo player. Not to mention when they pop Cataclysm, if you're inside the rift, you're good. It's just you have to think about how you play with Limbo as well as think about how to play with Limbo if you are a Limbo user. That's just how he works. But yeah, well, I think people are saying Loki needs a rework because he's the only frame in the game that has no offensive abilities. He can create a decoy to distract. That's one. His other is he can remove everyone's weapons with his 4. If you really want to be goofy and funny about it, you can swap places with people, anyone. Like, you can swap places with your own allies to their own detriment and to their annoyance. But there's also moments where if a player is downed and they're far away and you can see them, switch teleport, and now you've brought them over to where they can be revived. Once again, this is another frame that you have to think of how to properly use them. This is why people go for Ashe more, because Ashe has stealth in addition to invisibility. Homeboy can just go invisible. Plus, when he goes invisible, he can stun everyone around him so he can get a free stealth kill. But more people want Loki to have a rework, and I get it. I'm not going to say I don't think he needs a rework. I will say he should be a little bit lower on the rework list because he's still usable. You can just be, I mean, he has one, okay. I think Araxia technically has a longer invisibility, but she wall latches, and you can just keep having her wall latch to keep her invisible. So that technically means she has a longer invisibility than him, since she can just do it whenever she feels like it. But ability-wise, I do think Loki has the longest running invisibility in the game. Yeah. At least he can move around while he's invisible. Ivara, she has to literally like sneak around when she's invisible. I mean, I would say that's useful for spy missions, because in addition to her sneaking around while invisible, she can also pickpocket. So there's pluses and there's pros and cons to every frame that you're going to use. It's just how you use them and how you build them that makes everything. Yeah, I think I said that right. That's what makes or breaks everything. All right, so what we're doing right now, we are going to search for his relic just by searching for his name, Lavos. I really hope and pray to God I have streamer luck. I really hope I have streamer luck, and like on the first mission, bam, Lavos. I will be overjoyed. That'd be a great early birthday present. Being able to build Lavos Prime. Either before or on my birthday, so I can enjoy him 3 days later. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'm also open to someone trading with me, but I like working for stuff. I mean, there have been moments I've broken down and asked trade chat, yo, can you please, does anyone have a spare Lavos Prime systems? And of course, rightfully so, no one answered me. Because it's trade chat. People are gonna be like, well, what am I gonna get out of this? I get it. I do. All right. Well, we're finding that one. Do I have enough? Yep, I literally have enough just for 3. That one. See, the thing I also don't like about this, yes, I am raising the drop chance, but I'm also raising the drop chance of getting a freaking Forma, a Paris Prime upper limb, Cybergoth Prime's head, an Exultra Prime receiver, and the Okina Prime hand. That I am not cool. I'm gonna keep Natharu because I like having infinite weapon autos.
He's just gone.
I really wish they put a light over my boy Quincy because he is the man. All right. Yeah. So we need to go into a. Yeah, exactly. Double-edged sword. That's one thing that Warframe always tells you. You can do this, but this also happens. Perfect example are the corrupted mods like Blind Rage. You get dumb amounts of power strength, but shit efficiency. Which also means that your abilities cost more for the amount of power strength that you're going to be dealing out. Oh, okay. No, we're not doing it. With the spy mission. All right, so we're looking for a mezzo. Well, so we have a sabotage and a capture. Dante is not a speedy frame. I really just want to go through here and capture. I'm gonna swap frames. I'm actually gonna swap to Ash Prime. Now, funny thing is, like I said, more people will opt for Ash Prime over a Loki Prime just because he has offensive capabilities. However, the thing about Ash Prime that I don't like is some of his abilities require setup. I'll explain that in about a second once I'm done fashion framing, so I can give you a better idea of what I mean by Ash Prime needs a setup. Yep, yeah. Spy missions are not my strong suit. I'm gonna be honest, if I do have to do a spy mission, it's probably gonna be for an Archon shard, and if I do, I will pick my stealthy frames. I will try my hardest. But the moment I trigger those alarms, me personally, the moment I trigger the alarms, because I know I'm gonna do it, because stealth is not my strong suit, I will quickly leave the mission. I don't even care if I'm host. So yes, I'm probably one of those guys that people on Reddit are talking about when they have either a spy sortie or a spy Archon mission. That one player that trips the alarms and just leaves the squad. They're doing that because they are embarrassed. They are too embarrassed to stick around and watch the timer go down and let the mission fail. That is why they don't want to get cussed out after. Because trust and believe, people do that stuff, man. They'll either cuss you out while the timer is counting down, or they'll do it once they get to the mission failed screen, and then everyone's back on their respective bases, and they're like, dude, what the fuck? So who triggered the alarms? Oh, it's hilarious. Like, I'm sitting there going like, yo, for me, my mindset is it's just a game. Stuff happens. We are not the most perfect of all players, and if you want to be the most perfect player and you don't want to have to worry about players triggering alarms, go in solo. That's what solo mode is for. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to brave the Archon all by yourself, but if you're a big boy, do it. I have nothing against you. There are some moments where, like, if I'm doing Kuva hunts or sisters hunts, I go solo because I have to fight other people for kills. Well, not necessarily in the sisters, because you just need a crown to gain entry. Yes, I do that too. I'll probably solve like one console to say, I contributed. But outside of that, I will literally just sit at a console and act like I'm doing something. Or if the player walks up to it and like finds out, I'll just leave. I'll walk away from the console while being like, hey, yeah, thanks. I kept it warm for you. All right, let's get this capture done. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I hope I get him on the first try. Oh, I hope I get it on the first try. Please, RNG gods. Streamer luck, DE, if you're watching, if you're listening, please bless me with this Lavos Prime systems. Please. Please. I am begging you. Oh,
Stay
another
focused.
thing.
There's a heavy unit
I mean, if you're an
approaching.
Ash Prime player, you probably
Found a
know
target.
this,
Capture them quickly before
but
they
his
escape.
teleport also allows you to teleport to other
players.
players.
To open that relic. The capture target has vital information that we will
something
need
cool.
to extract. We need our subject
manual.
brought back alive.
Oh. Wait.
Our target is dying.
Yeah, we have to capture him.
Before they expire.
I mean, I get what you're doing. I do. I understand. And this is my way of saying yes, I get it. But
Excellent work. We'll interrogate
Mama
the
Lo is
captive
impatient.
back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
dude, she was like, hurry up, capture him, or I will autofail. That's what she was prepared to do. Mama Lo don't play. Yes, that is what I call the Lotus, Mama Lo. Yay!
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Now, what I mean by Ash needs some work. Oh, yes, I'll forgive you. I have 7 of those? Oh, that gives it the most. There we go. But yeah, what I mean by Ash Prime needs work in order to, oh crap, how do I get out of here? In order to be truly effective, i.e. keeping his I got tongue-tied, sorry. Keeping his invis active, so you don't have to cast it that much and burn energy to do it. He has a special little feature, I think it's during his Blade Storm or it's during his teleport, that if you pull the move off while he is invis, it extends his timer. Or like, if, no, I think if you pull off a mercy kill. Yeah, I think it's if you pull off a mercy kill while he is invisible, then you accelerate, you extend the timer that is for his, whatchamacallit, his, dang it, his smoke bomb. There we go. You extend the timer for that, which is actually pretty cool and once again stops you from having to constantly recast and burn energy. But it requires work. And that's what I mean by that.
Any
You
y'all see
can't
the
just
feeds light up?
take advantage of that. It's something that you have to
going down,
actively do or think about while you're actually using it. I think they're kind of moving away from the meta of set and forget frames because I'm noticing a lot of frames are what I like to call AFK proof. Because like, see, my point exactly. I raised the drop chance. I also raised the drop chance of getting what items I don't like or don't want. And unfortunately, no one else in here is farming from Lavos either, so... And I'm guessing everyone else
Another
was, because I
job
just
well
realized
executed.
everybody hopped on the farm. Everyone got the farm. Yes, yes. And you know what? That has been an issue that players have been talking about for years. Or the moment where host migration can happen and you lose all your progress. I mean, that's rare, but it's still not fun. All right, I'm gonna switch to Loki because I don't want to have to do too much for him. But this is kind of why I like Loki, you can just chill and be invisible and wreck shop while being invisible. And also, well, damn, I normally don't like saying and also, but I'm gonna say it. And also, because he doesn't have any offensive abilities, you can goop around with his power strength. He doesn't need that much power strength to be effective. All you really need is duration and range, in my honest opinion. Let me see, is there anything else that I can put on him? Because I haven't looked at his armor. And you know what the funny thing is? Loki's passive is he has the longest wall latch in the game. That's funny. So yeah, Arcane, that would work, but I don't really fire from. I don't shoot from areas like that. Final critical damage. Why haven't I thought to use that? I mean, yeah, whoop-de-doo, his ability strength goes up to 70, but the 3-time final critical damage? What? Wait, okay. What exactly is final critical? Statuses reflected are 5. Wow. Wait, because I can put that damage decoy on anyone. So does that mean that I'm low-key making... I don't know. I don't know. In this current moment, I'm not sure. Alright, so we tried once. Let's try one more time. Well, 2 more times. I'm really hoping I get like best 1 or 2 out of 3, because man. Farming in Warframe can be a drag. It really can.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a
Awesome,
relic.
so I get started off in the mission already. But no, I get started off at the very beginning.
Fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The enemies are dropping reactant.
Yes, they're dropping them like good God,
You're
Gauss.
going to need more reactant if you want to open
Yeah, I can
the
see why people like Gauss also.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. Target located. Bring them
6.
in.
Alright, we're at 6. We're at 6.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
7.
Mission complete. The captive has been
Guessing the
escorted
other
to
2
the
are over
extraction
there.
point. Well done.
Not gonna lie, I really like. There we go. Okay, there we go. I really like. I honestly think that
You have collected enough reactant to open
for
the
Void
relic.
Fisher missions. There we go. Now you. That Void Fisher mission should be something that isn't a capture, sabotage, or exterminate. Something that gives up.
Your lack of honor has brought this upon.
Wow, this is as bad as a stalker showing up when I'm using Loki. Where you at? Come on, show up so I can kill y'all. Well, never mind. There's 3 players here, so I'm just gonna go on. God. I could be a dick and switch teleport with someone, but I'll take the Epitaph Arm Receiver because I don't think I have that part yet. Yeah, he is, and I'm glad I have his Prime. Although Gauss was actually one of the more simpler Primes to farm for. He wasn't. I didn't have that much trouble getting his parts at all. It was one of those, I checked my foundry and I just saw the parts there and decided to build them. I don't even remember when I got him, to be honest with you. Is it weird that I'm kind of waiting for Lavos Prime to get vaulted, because I feel like when he does become unvaulted, he'll be easier to farm for, because he'll show up with Varzia and then you can just literally buy his relics. In my honest opinion, what am I doing? I can just buy a relic pack for my syndicates. Moments where I completely forget I am allied with syndicates and I can just grab relic packs. Why did I not think so? What was wrong with it? 20,000. I can just keep buying more. Oh my god. I'm gonna buy 4 and not go crazy with it.
You scratch our
Of course,
backs, we'll scratch yours.
Oh, okay, this is... Oh, I'm... Nothing I need. Really? Alright, who's next?
Use these to cleanse the unclean.
I mean, at this point, I might as well just use all my standing to get them.
Of course, my Tenno.
Why not? Huh. Now, Grendel, I actually had to put in work to farm. Will I say he was easy? No, but he wasn't necessarily hard. I am just getting shafted with every single relic. I am not getting what I need. RNG is not being my friend today.
These are our best deals. You have excellent taste.
All right, Red Veil, you're next.
These will feed the fire. Very well.
Hell no. Well. Well, that was something. At least, like I said, I tried it. Yes, yes. You know what? I'm noticing this with a lot of the newer primes. They are freaking hard as hell to farm for. Like, I haven't even tried with Caliban because I don't even have I don't have all his relics. Like, dare I say this? Okay, if you've been playing as long as I have, you remember the Void Key system, where, you know, in order to farm prime parts, you actually had to go into the void. Everyone had to have the right key, and then you had to stick in the mission for a certain amount of time in order to get the parts that you wanted. In my honest opinion, I think that was better. I think the Void Key system was better. Yes, it could be abused. I mean, let's be honest, the Void Relic system can be abused also. So, but I miss that system so much more because it felt like it was way more effective. I mean, that's how I got Loki Prime. That's how I got Bolt Prime, because I literally was like, okay, let me figure out what void missions I need to do. Let me figure out what keys I need. Okay, I got the key. I got the mission unlocked. Bam. Let me assemble a squad. Let me go in there, spend whatever time I need, and pop out. And now I can build Bolt Prime. Now I can build Loki Prime. It was way more simpler back then. Those are those moments I kind of wish DE decided to go, nah, this system is better, instead of just sticking with the Void Storm system. What they should have done was put this current relic system into Railjack, because in Railjack you can also, 1, farm relics, and 2, crack relics by going into Void Storms. It makes sense. You're in space. The void is also the space between space, so it would make sense to have void storms in space. Come on. Like, the system is lying right on your lap right there. Just implement it. I really miss the void keys. was so much more simple and more fun. I mean, yes, you had to, you know, spend about maybe an hour or so in there, but it's the same amount of time that you would invest in farming for a relic. So I'm not seeing what the problem is as to why farming for a relic has to be like this. Oh, so you, yeah, it is a throwback. Cause okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been playing as long as I have, if not longer. Are you a founder? I have to ask, because if I've come across a 10-0 veteran, I ask if you're a founder, because then I have to thank you, because going for y'all, this game wouldn't exist. You're not? Okay. Okay. I just had to ask. I'm not either.
Hey, let's relax.
Also, DE, why can't we relax with our mates? Quincy said, let's relax. Why can't we have a moment where we just sit and chill? Or is there, did y'all update anything? I haven't looked. No, we'll talk later. I'm not gonna break up with you because the other Hex don't like you that much if you break up with them. Like, you cannot use them as a rebound. I kind of like that, and it makes them very real. Where am I going? Okay, we're relic farming again. Yay! All right. So we're gonna okay, so we still have the sabotage. Last one. We'll see how this goes. Fingers crossed. My toes are too, you just can't see it. All right, let go.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. Void Fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You found a fisher.
Look at that.
Look out
Four
for
already.
reactant. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant.
5, 6.
Use it to
7.
crack open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to
Good
open.
God. Okay, I keep forgetting how efficiently fast Gauss is.
Stay focused.
I just
There's
hate the
a heavy
battery
unit
mechanic.
approaching.
Why do I hate the battery mechanic? Because it encourages.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
What's the word I'm looking
Target located. Bring them in.
for? It encourages
Indicate our
aggressive
target is in the
play.
vicinity. Find
And if you don't have the energy for that aggressive play, you're in trouble. Also, some abilities count against the battery.
excellent work. We'll interrogate the
Like
captive
kinetic
at
plating.
your base.
That counts
Your
against the
part is
battery.
done here, Tenno. Corpus walkers are
Using
heading
the
to your
heat, I
location.
think the heat thermal sunder, yep, eats away at your battery. The cold thermal sunder, however, adds to your battery. So if you haven't, if you're noticing, he is another one of those frames that you, oh wow, he can run through the laser wires. Gauss is another one of those frames that you have to pay attention to how you utilize him because of his battery. When you redline, you want that battery to be at 100% because at 100%, he deals the most damage. And yeah, he deals the most damage. I think he also he regens health and shield. Basically, he becomes so much better, all because you hey, look at that, another Gauss. Was that wait, is that Caliban? Hold up, a Caliban with, that's sick. But yeah, as long as you have, when you go into red line, that allows you to go over the back. Freaking hell, man. At this point, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Because now I have to go back into grinding all over.
Great work. I am pleased with your
I
performance.
have to go into the grind I have to go into the pre-grind to do the grind. If I had platinum, I'm just gonna be honest. If I had platinum at this point, I would have already traded for it. I would have already just went to the market and bought that one part. Because the drop chance is, it's disrespectfully low. And I say that because I love you too. I'm saying that because the drop chances are to encourage to pad out playtime. So, well, no, not even so. But the problem with this whole padding out playtime is the majority of the people who play this game are adults. That's just one. We're just gonna say that off gate. The majority of these people who play this game are adults. And I'm saying whether you're college age, and I mean college age is like 18 to 30, or 18 or older, because at that point any age is college age. I'm in college and I'm turning 39 tomorrow. It's harder because player investment. And I mean player investment is in how much time do you have to do these farms? There's a high chance that you won't have the time in between studying for whatever you got to do for your classes. And if you have a job also, plus if you have a relationship, you're having to juggle all these things in addition to playing a game. So like from my experience, I'm married. I've been married for God, a while. I've been married enough to say a while. It's not 20 years, but damn it, it feels like it. Yeah, I'm looking for a systems and that's it. Just a systems. I literally have everything else but Lavos systems. And I'm trying not to be annoyed and crash out because I don't have it. Because I've been searching for this ever since he came out. Oh, look at that! I got it. Time to leave, because there's no chance that I'll get to that. All the times I've grinded for this, I have not gotten to it a single.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure.
Well, hey, at
Let's
least
go
I'm.
home.
How am I leveling up two syndicates and not all three? Let me check my settings. Do I even have it open to where I can accept gifts? I don't. I mean, I honestly don't even know where I can have it, where I can accept this. Oh, cool. Yes, yes. I can accept squad invites from anybody. Well, everybody. I can accept gifts from everyone. Yeah, I don't want to do that. If you want to give me a gift for my birthday, hey, I am open to it. I will gladly accept it. To be honest, I mean, for one, like I said, a lot of times I like working for what I can get, but today and tomorrow are like special days for me. It's my personal trip around the sun. Whoops, did not mean to send him out. All right, yeah, I'm gonna farm one more time. How much time do I got? I think I have a little bit more time. All right. Well, no, I still have time. Back to Io to farm his heart again. Oh, no, I got punched her, but not to that extent. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I know when you use, his thermal sunder, hold cast or tap cast, it does two different things. It does one that's fire and one that's, God, what is it called? Cold. There we go. I don't know why he did not remember to say cold. But if you mix them together, it creates blast damage. Oh, so Nadaruk also has explosive damage? Wow. I'm finding new things out about Nadaruk. I don't know why anyone would choose anything else but this weapon. I mean, okay, there are weapons that do other stuff like the base assist. But besides that, like... Oh no! Oh dang! I forgot how wide that was. Red line. Now, I'm also noticing if you want that battery to be up. Remember I told you about an aggressive playstyle? Yeah, you have to be doing a lot of speedy stuff. You have to be doing a lot of moving. Yeah, see? Now it's at 100. Ah, the kinetic battery does not take away from the battery level. I got it again. Yeah, I'm out. I'm coming to realize that in order to get this relic, you just do it once, every time. Oh God. Stream volume isn't working. What?
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to
odd. I didn't do anything. Can you hear me now? You can hear other streams, but not this one. That's weird. Let me see something. Yep. All right, well, let's try again. It seems like I've been consistent with getting that. Okay. Oh, you're Oxium farming? Yeah, I'm gonna be nice and say Lavos Prime. Although anytime I hear someone say they're farming for Oxium, I immediately think, you must be farming for value. Either that, who else needs Oxium? Zephyr. I'm still trying to figure out why is Valve and Prime one of the more expensive ones, though. Nope, I didn't get it.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Okay. Good luck, okay? Yeah, I'll need it. I need RNGesus. Yeah, because for some strange reason he is such a hard frame to look for. Even with building his regular, it's just like why is it so difficult for you to be built? That's all I need, just homeboy systems. If I can do that, then hey, great. Oh wow, so that's how this whole map looks. Oh yeah, his rate of fire also, like basically everything goes on crack when Redline dies. You can see I'm spam casting like a mug right now. But that's also because I need that. Because I think he becomes harder to hit and his shields go higher. I'm leaving. It's funny. I can get two of the same relic any other time, but not the one I need, or I'm looking for. Okay, RNGesus, I got you.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all
I
back.
see you.
Time to get out of here.
God, man. This is frustrating. Well, I mean, what the hell does a T8 relic do, anyways? What does it have? Trumna Prime Barrel. I mean, if I was looking to build Trumna Prime, yeah, sure, great, you know, but I'm not. Not right now, at least, no. You know what I can use to make this go by much easier? Zaku Prime. I mean, at that point, like, dude, Zaku is low-key a set and forget frame. Wait, invite to dojo? Who just... Oh yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Yay, the audio. Okay, great. Glad you're back. Yeah, I know. I'm being weird, but I'm sticking prayers. Yes, definitely. I mean, well, what can I trade with you? Trading policy. Oh my God. Okay. What do you want in return? There's not much I can give, but just put a mod up? Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Vitality? I had 5 of those. I don't need it. Okay. Wow, you had 5. You are the man. I guess I can give you. Okay, let me actually go into my freaking cards. Let it look at cards for today. All right, all right, all right. Do I have anything I can trade? I can give you a point blank, and it's fully maxed. Ugly. Well, what do you want then? You said just get any mod. Well, hey, I was honestly prepared to farm for it, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've been farming for that for weeks, if not a month or so. So I was getting to the point where I was really about to give up, like for real. I mean, because you heard me. I said in the stream, I was like, if I didn't have. Well, no, I don't want to give you that because that's not that great. If I had platinum, I would have already traded with someone and bought it. That was the point I was getting there. I was that frustrated. Oh wow, I have prime redirection and I haven't used it. What is wrong with me? Anything? I'll give you a thunderbolt, and it's almost fully modded for you. I accept. Oh, come on. Give me a second. I have to fix something. Give me 1 second. It failed because my account wasn't secured and I have to secure my Warfarming account. I forgot about that. Just give me a second. I'll get that fixed right quick. Because now it wants me to do 2-factor authentication. Yeah, I'll join the trade. Just give me a second. All right, how do I turn on this 2-factor authentication stuff? Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm ready. I'm trying to get this set up really fast because I didn't notice that they have it to where you have to have your account secured in order to do trading. I guess because people did fraudulent trades in the past. Yep, enable to FA. I'm on. Okay, did it work? My apologies, it's taking so long. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not telling me. There we go. Okay, I have it now. Perfect. That was a mini ordeal. All right, I am ready. Oh my god, I love your clan's flag. That is dope. Okay. Now to give you a mod. I am ready. Awesome. You are the man. Thank you so much. I would say other things, but I'll just say you are that person. But thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, you have Banshee Prime. Yo. Wow. I want to be like you. Thank you so much. Now I can go build him and enjoy him in 3 days. Oh, wow. Okay, so I guess for linking my account, I got a 3-day booster. Let's go build Zaku. No, not Zaku. Jesus freaking Christ. Let's go build Lavos. And luckily, I have enough Forma to use on him because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be having to use Forma. Okay. Yes. Oh wait. Yeah. Yes. 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 Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wish. You've actually given me an awesome birthday present. Thank you. Like, so much. You have made my day. Now I can actually stream. Well, I can. God, what am I going to work on now? I don't know what I'm going to work on. Because I mean, I'm going to be here for about 30 more minutes, so I can probably knock something else out. Let me see what I can do. Actually, I'm going to use the Quarter Base Assist because that's like one of my favorite weapons. Wait, no. Lavos has a deluxe skin? The Snake Man is getting a deluxe skin already? I need to see this. Where can I see this? You know, I have my computer. Let me look it up. I'm going to look this up. Is it a deluxe skin? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, that is... Yes, you are right. That is fucking sick. Oh my god. Okay, Lavos Prime. Sometime this year. You know what? So I get the idea because we're supposed to have 2 new updates coming out, right? So the first update's gonna have the fun guy frame, our 60-second frame, right? I mean, there's so many now. I'm a little muddy on the numbers. I think it's the 60-second frame. And then after that, we're gonna have Uriel, the 63rd, the devil frame. Now, I think we will get the Lavos Deluxe skin around one of those updates because they generally tie in deluxe skins with mainline updates. Yeah, now I'm really looking forward to Uriel because, I mean, Jade is the angelic frame, so Uriel has to be her opposite. No, the Stalker's not her opposite. The Stalker's just a demon. Uriel is the devil. And I'm really wondering what concept they're playing with Uriel. Because, you know, okay, well, there's many definitions of the devil. One is, of course, you know, the devil is the cause of chaos amongst humans and the creator of discord. But in tarot cards, the devil is not that. So I'm wondering, are they going to go by the devil as in, you know, biblical definitions, the creator of chaos and destruction and discord, turning humans against one another constantly? Or are we going to go with the tarot depiction where it's a bit more broad? Because I'm really wondering. I have a feeling that fire is going to be like their innate element. Well, his innate element, because he looks like a he. And they say, well, normally they have a way of addressing their frames. Like when they unveiled Temple, they said them. Zaku, them. But in the case with, oh wow, that's funny. Yeah, it looks like I'm talking to y'all even more. In the case of Uriel, yeah, I think they'd have it more open-ended because it just doesn't make sense to just use the biblical devil where, you know, he's just going around turning people against each other and stuff. Uriel looks like he's holding a lot of power back.
Especially now that you're back.
Because like all of his movements look like they were rigid and rough. And I wish I could just, you know, put the trailer up here on one of the screens, but I can't. That requires too much work, behind the scenes work. But if you were to see Uriel's trailer when the other 2 proto frames get introduced, the Wisp and the Harrow proto frames, Uriel looks like he's holding his power back, or his power is being held back by them 2. Side note, I find it interesting that Wisp fits more of a nun role compared to the Harrow being a priest, but you know, that's pretty cool. But it looks like he's being bound in a sense by them. Also, Uriel is on the update cover for the old piece. He's the one holding the flag, dead center. And yeah, you know what? That makes sense because, yeah, they're holding him back. That's what it looks like. He looks like he's being bound, contained, restrained, not physically, but in some, I guess, spiritually or energy, magic kind of way. They're holding him back. Because I think, yeah, because Harrow's he's, you know, swinging his thurible. And then it sounds like the Wisp portal frame is speaking an incantation of sorts. My guess is they're going to be coming to the mall because they need help holding Uriel back. That's the idea I'm going to get. I just wish that we saw Uriel in proto frame form, because they're kind of breaking that trend that they've started with 1999. Yeah, I think I'm just going to spend the rest of the stream talking because I'm probably going to have to end soon. But anyways, to me, I'm getting this idea that they showed how, well, yeah, back to what I was saying. They broke the trend that they did with the first two Proto Frame reveals. When they unveiled the Hex, we had Quincy show up as a new frame, Side 09. Then we subsequently got his frame in 1999. In Tech Rock Encore, we had Flare be unveiled as the proto frame for Temple. Temple also was the new frame. We have, I guess I'm just gonna go with the old piece because it looks like he's coming out with the old piece. We have Uriel with two other proto frames. These two proto frames are frames that we know, Harrow, Wisp, respectively. But then we have Uriel, who's the new guy. Are we going to see who Uriel is in proto frame form, or is he strictly going to just be the new frame? Because if so, damn, that was a missed opportunity on a new proto frame. Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. That is good speculation. Yes, because what if we see him in proto form, and then we see, yeah, you pose a good idea because we've never seen, because the whole thing with the proto frames is eventually they will lose the battle against the Helmet and become Warfarmized. So what if Uriel is to show us how they're going to lose that fight eventually? I'm also thinking now, I'm piggybacking off of what you said, but because great idea, but I'm also thinking now, what if this is going to be another moment where the Drifter flexes a new skill? Because, you know, the whole reason why the time loop is going on in 1999 is because of the Drifter. He just began again and started the time loop because I'm not going to spoil how the Hex quest ended, but it's everything that him using that ability is every part of it. Yeah, that's another one because it's always the human against the proto frame, and what we'd be seeing because Temple's introduction was a way of kind of saying that. Well, more so confirming that yes, all of these proto frames that we've come to know and love and date and piss off will eventually become the Excalibur, the Mag, the Volt, the Side 09, the Nyx. They'll become all of those. Well, in the future, they do become those. So since we know that they lose the battle, and Temple was one step of kind of showing that inner struggle between Warframe and between human and Helmet, then I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw the final effects of it happening to Uriel. Because according to Albrecht, he asked Uriel, he said, don't quote me verbatim, but he basically said along the lines of Zata's heretic Uriel. Do you think that the Orokin can ever be forgiven? I don't think this is something where Entradi asked him that in the past. I think it's something that he asked him currently because in order to become a proto-frame, you had to have come in contact with Entradi. And as far as I know, you cannot find a frame out in Holvania organically. We were able to build Side 09 because Amir happened to have his blueprints and parts. So is it going to be another thing where... Oh. I'm tugging my beard, well, my goatee, because I have another speculation. Okay, so I'm getting this idea that the Harrow and Wisp proto frames are going to be our new quest givers. They're also going to be our item vendors. I also think through them is how we're going to get Uriel. Of course, they're going to introduce a new gameplay type. They always do. But I think this is how we're going to get Uriel. But yeah, and you're in only Arrow is confirming it. Yeah, yeah. So that only makes sense. And I feel like, yeah, Uriel would be a very strong frame to have to fight against. Because I mean, you know, in Temple's case, and I keep bringing back to Temple because they're the only man, me talking and trying to think at the same time. They are the only example of what happens to a photo frame. Flair was worried about them losing their identity. Yeah, before Uriel, we get the one that Pablo called the fun guy. Either it could be a Joker themed frame or it could be a fungus themed frame. I mean, hey, Saren needs a best friend. She's spore themed. Why not him or her or they or them be fungus themed? We'll see. But I'm really intrigued about Uriel because there's a lot of story and lore attached to Uriel. And the one thing I love about this game is its lore. I adore Warframe's lore. I love it. It is awesome. Yeah, definitely fungus, because you wouldn't say fungi for no reason. And the only reason why I said Joker themed is because in Reddit, there's this rumor running around that the new frame is going to be Joker themed. Yes. I mean, what? Oh, okay. I'll get some. Yeah, he will be he or they or she will be fungus themed. Now, I don't know how this fungus theme is going to work, because paying attention to, you know, how real world stuff is in reality, fungus is more of a slow and stationary kind of thing. Fungus doesn't necessarily have to move. A lot of times it takes over stuff and moves through that. Like cordyceps. You know what? That really makes me think now that they're going to use cordyceps as the fungus name for it. That would be the most obvious choice, to be honest with you. Because cordyceps is deadly. Like, let's be lucky, very lucky and thankful that cordyceps has not figured out a way to jump to humans yet. I say yet because eventually it will happen. It's jumped to other creatures and stuff, but you know. That would make sense for the Oberon rework to be tied to the fungus frame, if there was. Yeah, that would, because I really don't want them to rework Oberon with the old piece. Rework him when the fungi frame, the fungus frame comes out. Let us, you know, put the new Oberon through his paces. Let us get an understanding of how he works, what's new, what's not, what's great, what's not great, and then let us move into the new stuff. Just, when are y'all gonna remake Chroma? Because that's my thing. I'm like, okay, you're remaking Oberon. We're getting Chroma soon, right? Right? Or is it primed soon? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're probably not gonna get. I don't think we're getting Chroma's rework until we go back to Tau, which will be next year. Because they already have a lot jam-packed for the end of this year. I would not be surprised at all if he gets his rework with a new update. That to me seems to be the most sensible. Yeah, that's the most sensible thing, in my opinion. But I'm looking forward to the fungus themed frame because I was intrigued when, you know, they introduced Saren and, you know, she's spore and corrosive themed. Now we're having this new frame that's gonna be fungus based. And since they said, you know, he's a fun guy, I'm thinking that he's going to be male themed. I'm also saying that because, wait. Our last frame was female, right? Oraxia. Yeah, Oraxia is female. Yeah, that was the last frame that came out. I really had to think because the cadence of releasing frames is kind of quick. But yeah, so we had a female frame, and lately they've been doing male, female, or male, male, female, female, or just kind of alternating between the two. So I get the idea that they're gonna make the fungus frame a guy. I'm just looking to see how his ability is gonna work. Yeah, probably male, more than likely male. And I can already see people shipping him and Saren together, going like, oh, she does toxin and he does fungus, and they're a match made in hell. Because I mean, once we saw Minerva and the Velamir come out, everybody was like, oh, they're real viral. So it's really only a matter of time before we really see what's going on, what they're gonna do. And I'm looking forward to it because DE has been a company that if you let them cook, they cook you an entire fucking meal. Like you get a lot to munch on for a minute. Like I'm still getting through the game, and I'm at the point now where I can hop into any new updates that happen. So me personally, I'm excited for Warframe's future. As far as Destiny, yeah, I'm gonna bring them up almost every stream. Get used to it. But as far as Destiny, we got cookies over here, bruh. So if you want to jump ship, we'll welcome you with open arms. We'll hand you a weapon and then be like, all right, you're a baby tenor now. Go off, explore, have fun. Just don't get scared when someone goes, hey, kiddo. But on that note, it is time for me to go. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for keeping me some company. And thank you for my early birthday present. See you later. Thanks, you have a great day as well.